Follow the Flag has definitely come to life over the years. I've watched people come out of the woodwork, a community come together, multiple communities across the state, across the country. People have come out and supported and wanted to be a part of and get engaged. And in my eyes, it doesn't necessarily have to be under a Follow the Flag group. It's anybody that wants to do anything. Put down the screen sometimes, get out in your community and see what needs to happen. Just look around you, just focus. These men and women in uniform that fight for our country, we also need to fight for our country on the other end. Just in our homes, and on the streets, and out in our community. The impacts that we can make are to those around us, and mainly in our home. The people that are sponges, the kids around us, our friends around us, whatever we do and say, they're going to absorb it. Teaching our kids on what the flag represents, teaching our kids why these men and women put the uniform on to protect our communities, the police officers, the firefighters. The men and women that put the uniform on, I believe, is for the family. I think that's the reason a lot of us fight for this freedom here, is because this is the place God created for the family to really be free and thrive. And with all those freedoms, the most powerful weapon that we all have is love. Love can outrule and outwin any evil and any war in this world. I think the most important thing that we could do is within the walls of our own home, the things we do and say, the actions we take, the way we work, that's the biggest influence, and that's your weapon. And the most powerful thing that we have here on earth and in this life is love. If we utilize that and if we recognize that and work by that, then this next generation, these kids they're gonna know what it means to love, and they will definitely carry on this patriotism in this country, because if we don't teach them, then it's lost.
Were you ever in the military yourself?
I was not, but we all have ways that we can serve, and this has become mine. To live in this land of freedom, somebody sacrificed to the extent of signing their life away. And so to just be free in America, I recognize the real truth of what it took to get me there.
These people you've never met.
So many heroes in that story. You too, Kyle.
I love that. Follow the flag.
Yes.
It's fitting.
We're super excited to be here in Twin Falls. Everybody has been so kind and accepting and welcoming to us. And the flag itself out here, it's the largest flag to ever fly in history. It's going to be beautiful. It'll change people that didn't have a love of country or love of flag. It'll grow. It's awesome what it does. The stories that happen behind the flag, though, are what's great. In fact, just us coming together for this reason, we're the modern day flag bearer. The flag bearers of old would charge into battle, smoke and haze. Somebody gets knocked down and someone else picks it up. That's happening today. These streamers here are streamers that we fly with the flag when it flies, and different missions that we've done. So in our community, someone passes away, we'll go out and do flag service for them at their funeral. The chapel will be surrounded with flags, the streets will be lined with flags, the gravesite will be lined with flags. But an interesting story, the miracle that already happened really before we left Utah to come here. There's a small group that tomorrow night will have an event right here, and we had this flag walk planned to meet at the same place, and so it was booked. We were trying to figure out how to negotiate the two events colliding. Well, the event that's taking place is a suicide prevention mental health awareness group called Love Yourself. And it's a very early stage of this organization. So Lorraine, the organizer up here with the Magic Valley 9/11 Memorial, showed up at her house the next morning to say, hey, we've got this event that we're kind of crossing over at the visitor center parking lot. This group from Pleasant Grove, Follow the Flag's coming, and she started to cry. The reason she was really crying is because her son took his life in Grove Creek, where we fly our flag. She knew what we do and what Follow the Flag is, and little did we know we'd be flying this streamer for him. So this will go out on the flag, and we'll fly with the flag through the week, and then we'll present it to his mom. So the little stuff like that happens all the time. And like I said, the flag's gonna be beautiful and amazing, but it's the people that are coming together, and you know, the patriotism is not lost. Don't believe what you see on a screen. There's small groups like this and Magic Valley Memorial and you guys that are making the difference, that the volunteers of America are who's going to save it. So. The tragedies that took place on September 11th more than rocked this country, rocked the entire world.
Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack.
America today is on bended knee.
We all remember where we were and the feelings that we had. They come back so vividly.
I think it rocked everybody to our core in ways that we never expected. The one thing that was important was what happened on September 12th, where everybody set aside their religious backgrounds, their color, their nationality, and they recognized that people were down and that people needed a hand to reach out to.
I think that's the most amazing thing about Americans is we have that American spirit. You know, when we get knocked down, we stand up and we dust ourselves off. You literally couldn't find an American flag because everyone was buying them and posting them and coming together, even just that. You know, more people enlisted than ever before, but people who couldn't enlist, they just put a flag up. That alone is just coming together. We don't need to wait for another tragedy. We can just make steps to come together now. And we hope that when people leave from our event, they'll feel that and they'll be inspired to go be a part of something bigger or make something bigger.
This event has been very inspiring, and it's helped me see how important it is to get involved at the local level because it all starts there. The mothers, the fathers, the school boards, everybody participating in this democracy and this unity.
We hope that if you don't know how to reach out, start small or contact another organization in your area or contact us. If we can help, that's what this is about, to come together and to do good. To build friendships and to build connections, and I feel like lifelong friends.
This event and other events where we have brought this flag in, we're looking to unify our country, to give the pride back where people want to come together, to find out what can they give to their community. There are so many opportunities, and all we need to do is bring together what each of us have. And it just makes a stronger community, and if we knit together, and it makes things possible, and you would not believe what you actually gain from that. It is a feeling that you will take with you for the rest of your life.